Hello, everybody, and welcome to another series of episodes on Poland Daily Travel. We've got some really cool stuff in store for you. We're going northeast of Warsaw. We're going to go to Pultusk, which is on the beautiful Narew River. It's a great place to hang out in the summer with its 800-meter-long cobbled marketplace. This was once a major stopping-off place for coaches and commerce on the way from Warsaw to Vilnius. Heck, even Napoleon stayed here one night. Actually, it was 2 or 3 nights after the Battle of Pultusk. There's also a nice, affordable hotel in the castle with a very pleasant restaurant. There you can get all the Polish food you love to eat. From Pultusk, we head back to Seratsk, which is just a tiny village at the juncture, the confluence of the Bug and the Narew rivers. From there, the Bug and the Narew combine to make Lake Zegja, or the Zegja Reservoir. Talk about picturesque. I mean, you won't want to miss this when you come to Warsaw. If you want to see any nearby nature at all, well, you have a lot. There's the Campinos Forest as well. But this is well worth a trip. But watch out. A lot of people here in the summer. It's extremely popular. From the Zegja Reservoir, the combined rivers flow all the way to Modlin. Modlin's where the new modern airport is, the adjunct to the Chopin Airport in Warsaw, where you can get all kinds of, let's say, cheaper flights. And you can always stop off by the river and look at the Modlin Fortress. This is really impressive. First built by Napoleon and extended by the Russians, there are 2.5 kilometers of barracks. 20,000 troops would have once lived here. So this is an exciting group of episodes looking at something completely different, something unexpected, very near Warsaw, a strategic area for kings and princes over the centuries, and a strategic place for tourists today. Hope you enjoy it. Watch Poland Daily Travel. Why do we do it? We do it for you. I'm Will Richardson. Thanks for watching. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Poland Daily Travel, where we're in the city of Pultusk, about 50 miles or 60, 70 kilometers from Warsaw. We're just on the edge of the square in front of the palace, and I came across this fellow, and he's worth definitely a mention because he's a legendary musician in Poland. His name is Krzysztof Klinczon, and I hope I've said Klinczon correctly. He was a singer, songwriter, and guitarist, as you can see, depicted here in this sculpture, for the band The Red Guitars, Czerwone Gitary. And, he had a number of hits and was extremely influential from the 60s through the 70s during the communism period as a pop artist. And not only that, more than that, a lyricist of note and a poet, if you will. Unfortunately, he was traveling to Chicago in 1981 and was involved in an automobile accident and did not survive after being in the hospital for some time. But still remembered here. He was from Pultusk, and it's worth mentioning, always worth mentioning when we see these statues, sculptures as we go about in Poland, because they usually commemorate something extremely important or seminal even to the area where they are, where we find them. We remember the last one we found was, I think, Jan Karski down in Kielce. At any rate, Krzysztof Klinczon, a man worth looking up. Czerwone Gitary. You can find his songs on the YouTube, if you like. And I suggest you have a listen if you're interested in Polish culture at all, even a passing whim. Okay, now we're going to go and look at the castle, which is behind me, right here, the old palace here called the Polonia Palace. And in fact, it's now a hotel called the Dom Polonia. You can stay there for about, you can get a nice room for about $50 a night. Okay, stay with us. Back after the bumper. Okay, everybody, look. Here's the Narew River, just down this little smaller inlet, and there's the Narew, and it's flowing right behind the castle. Very nice. very quiet here today, actually. I can see some ponies over here. If you have a mind to ride a pony, or you have kids who like to ride a pony rather, this is the place to bring them. And they can go for a nice ride, because there's a nice track for horses down through here and around by the river. So that's worth doing. Okay, so we're going to proceed back around and try to get a good shot of the castle for you. And to do that, we're going to have to walk down here and go around behind the castle. So stay with us after this bumper. Yeah. Haha, and finally we have the castle. Well, it looks more like a palace now, and actually it's a hotel, as I said before, but it's from the late 14th century originally. It's been rebuilt, obviously, as you can see, many times, and even improved, or much improved, since the first time I was here. If you like Polish food, this is a very good place to have a Polish meal. In fact, I was here not long ago. It was very, very pleasant, and a nice dining room. And in fact, the rooms are good as well. So if you're in this area, maybe you're headed to the Missouri Lakes or something like that, then this is a very nice place to stop off. And you can spend an afternoon strolling about the town. You have a fine restaurant here. It's really the only game in town for good food. And you can also go down and walk by the river, or you can get a kayak and go kayaking on the river. In the next installment, we're going to go and have a look at the river. So here we are, southeastern corner of Pultusk. And if you're a jogger, it's a very good old town for jogging around, as I said. It's very much free of traffic, and even on a busy day, unless there's a big television program being filmed in the square, which they do from time to time. They do these big events there, concerts and what have you. If it's not something like that, then even in the summer, you'll find that this is a very pleasant place to stop on your journey up the Narew, for example, and going towards the Belarus border, or even to the Missourian lakes, which we will visit at some point in the near future on Poland Daily Travel. At any rate, thanks for watching. I'm Will Richardson. We're in Pultusk.